So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this, man. As we're sipping on our drinks.
Yeah, in the sun. Ready?
Having fun in the sun. Box talk, baby.
You can put in the video in it.
Shall I put it in?
I know you're gonna put it in. Alright then, let's go.
Yeah.
How you doing, everyone? How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. Anthony Joshua has got so much hype and potential. It's a shame we've never done a video on before, because none of his opponents really warranted the video. We all kind of knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, exactly why we didn't do a video, yeah.
This fight coming up with Anthony Joshua against Kevin Johnson, I know what's going to happen.
Do you though?
But it's not as clear cut as his previous fights. Or as his fight against Mr. Love on Saturday.
Was that his name?
Something Love, yeah. Anthony Joshua showed no love.
Yeah, I think Anthony Joshua, always past opponents have honestly weighed in at the scales and looked at him and thought, fuck this. Honestly, just like the way we look and think, that's a big guy. You know, that's a big guy.
Let me tell you how big Anthony Joshua is. I'm a tall guy.
Yes, you are.
And you're a big guy. Yeah? When you got a guy who's clearly taller than me and clearly bigger than you,
destroys me, yes.
And you put it together,
it's quite intimidating.
You're taking speed, athleticism, the mindset up. I mean, I'm trying to say, and the dedication he shows.
Yes.
This guy that trains so hard, he gets injured all the time. Yeah. Ridiculous. I mean, it is. Yeah, he's a unit.
He's a unit. He's a unit. And finally, we have a guy that's gonna punch back. But not punch back like the others are punching back for, like, it's almost like they're punching back like, get off me please, stop hitting me. Technically punch back has been in with a lot of who's in terms of the boxing world. I mean, Klitschko, obviously Chisora, Fury, just to name a few. And none of them have embarrassed him. And this is a guy now that's coming confident. And we saw what he did when he went to the ring. I don't know if you saw, he had altercations with fans after as well.
Don't lie.
Yeah, he had altercation with fans. I'm like, yeah, Joshua's gonna knock you out. And he's like, man, I'm warning you. I'm warning you, man. I know that American accent just kind of bumps it up a bit more. But yeah, he's ready. Very quickly, Glenn McCrory done something in Sky Sports, and Glenn McCrory was like, see, we mentioned his athleticism and his build. Glenn McCrory was like, he wants him to stop doing that. He said, Glenn McCrory said, I sparred with some of the greats.
Alright, right.
Yeah, cool. So look at this, see, that's when you know it's live. Look who's in the background, live. Glenn McCrory was like, I sparred with some of the greats. Lennox Lewis was one of them. And they never did any of this kind of athleticism and bodybuilding things. He said he's scared that Joshua might turn out stiff, like Frank Bruno, where he wants to be body beautiful rather than work on his craft.
Okay, I get your point with that, but it's slightly different. I understand. Okay, Glenn McCrory is old school. I know. Let me get him. Not me old school. The real art of boxing historically is not about muscle. Yes. It's not about training or bench press. It's not about body beautiful. No, it's about skills. Know what I mean? Being athletic, being slim. Look at the bigger heavyweights of the 70s, i.e. the George Foreman's.
Holmes and
stuff. They weren't really. They were big guys, solid guys, but they weren't gym ripped. Solid muscle. They were just solid guys that looked like they were watching the builder's yard for their entire life. You know what I mean? It was a different type of muscle. So I understand that. I agree with Glenn McCrory where muscle makes you stiff, it makes you slow. But this is the 2000s. This is like a new millennium. You're looking at sports science. Yeah. Looking at nutrition.
Protein shakes.
Yeah, protein shakes. You're looking at everything. Everything in sports has evolved. Yes. Look at any sport in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and look at the athletes now, it's evolved. Runners used to be really, really slim. Now they're coming much more bulkier, where, you know, bigger thighs, bigger shoulders for that driving. The point I'm making is that...
Not really. You say Bolt's not big.
You say he's one of the... The point I'm making is that sports has changed. Yeah. So I think there's a balance between being old school, but also keeping modern.
Okay, and I guess Anthony Joshua ticks that box of new school. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, everything about him looks new school, doesn't it? Yeah, looks new school. Look, the concern everyone has for Anthony Joshua, and the concern everyone, I guess, wants to see is what happens when he gets hit on the whiskers. Yeah, that's what we're all waiting to see. Yeah. Can he take a punch? Because once you get to that level where someone does throw back at you, we need to see whether you can take one. We've not seen it with Deontay Wilder yet. I don't think Stavern even landed much on Wilder.
Stavern landed one or two, but I think it was in the 8th round he landed his best one.
So it's almost like your punch has gone, really, hasn't it, since then? Yeah.
Kevin Johnson.
Yes. Kingpin. Don't like that name.
Okay. I used to like Kevin Johnson. Yeah. I used to like him a lot. just before he fought Vitali, he was putting forward a good performance, undefeated, and he was actually boxing well, but boxing, I wouldn't say aggressively, but he was kind of boxing more on the front foot. Yeah. And something happened to him, I don't know if Vitali beat some sense into him, he started boxing backwards. Yeah. And started getting really, really into his shell.
Yeah. James Toney, late in his career, similar.
Yeah. But when Kevin puts it together, he is most probably the most technically sound puncher, combination puncher, and got great lateral movement in the heavyweight division. When he puts it together, yes, he does it for maybe what 20 seconds of a fight, but for that 20 seconds, you're like, wow, that was beautiful boxing. Yeah, it's something that you don't expect from heavyweights. Yeah, if he could put it together and do that for 30 seconds of every round, 40 seconds every round, we will see a different dimension in Anthony Joshua, because that's something that only a few have seen.
Yeah, I guarantee you, he will set traps for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has never, ever seen before, and that's my one fear for Anthony Joshua in the fight. I have no fear for Anthony Joshua getting knocked out because I don't know the punches with Kevin Johnson anymore. But he's going to set traps where he's going to land combinations that even Anthony Joshua will be like, whoa, I've never seen this before. This is a big step up, by the way.
It's a huge step up. Yeah. Let's be honest now, and I'm trying to say, brutally honest. Kevin Johnson wasn't there for 12 rounds with Vitali. Yes. He was in the fight for maybe 5 or 6 rounds, and then he kind of just went into that shell. Yes. Yeah. But Vitali did it. Tyson Fury was a legit top 10 heavyweight at the time he beat him. Chisora was a borderline or around top 10 when he beat him. Now these guys have blew him out or beat him or knocked him down or put him in a situation where Kingpin's been vulnerable. Also, Kevin Johnson sees Joshua as a novice. I've been with all the top 10 guys, you haven't. Yeah? You're Olympic gold medalist, you're big, you're strong, but you know nothing about boxing right now compared to what I know. Why should I be scared of you?
How impressive would it be if Anthony Joshua knocks him out? What are we talking like everyone in the heavyweight division stands up and goes, we got something here?
It depends if how the knockout comes.
Why does it depend how the knockout comes? If it's a knockout, if someone that doesn't get stopped and you're stopping him, why does it depend? Yeah, if it's a knockout like the Callum Smith knockout on the weekend, then it will mean nothing. Okay. No, but knockout, that was a stoppage. That wasn't a knockout. I was talking about a knockout. Yeah. If he knocks him out, he's on the floor and he literally counts him out. Then that's a statement. That's a statement. Anthony Joshua has something which is something that all fighters have at one time in their life, but they seem to lose it. Anthony Joshua has no fear. Yes. He walks out there and he has no fear. He has fun. He smiles. He's licking his lips. You catch him with a shot. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this now. And he really has that no fear element. Yeah. If he keeps in that no fear element, because Kevin Johnson is not really a biggest puncher either. He's only got a few knockouts. If he feels like he could do a number on him and really do a number on Johnson, but he needs to stick with that no fear and not have that respect the ability, but not over respect it. Okay, a couple quick questions. Will Anthony Joshua be world champion?
Yes. And he'll be world champion, not as quick as people want him to be world champion.
Not as what?
Not as quick as people want him to be world champion.
Okay. But is that down to him or is that down to his promoter holding him back?
Down to his promoter.
Okay. Oh, so you think he could?
I think they could. I think if they matched him well now and he passed those tests, he could be very competitive with the top guys within a year, 18 months. Because I think he has that ability and that potential. But at the same time, it's about getting round. So when you get the title, you keep the title.
Problem for Anthony Joshua I see in this fight is that if he does, and I think he could, it's a tough one. If he does knock out Kevin Johnson, who is a borderline top 20, still floating around that kind of mark. Now the heavyweight division is quite weak. Yeah. He's around that kind of mark. Where'd you go after that? I mean, after that you're looking at people like Mike Perez, Carlos Takam. Yeah. Tough guys. Yeah. See? Would you put Anthony Joshua in any of those?
That's the reason why. Can Joshua beat Takam? I say yes, he can.
By the way,
but would you put
that Remy Martin White? Yeah. Fucking superb, son.
Yeah.
Fucking superb.
But yes, he can beat those guys. But would you risk it? No. You need to put the rounds in. That's why I'm saying he'll be a world champion, but not as soon as people want him to be a world champion. But he needs to get those rounds on his belt and the tougher guys. If he was to knock out Kevin Johnson today, and they wanted him to fight his next opponent,
Emmanuel Charles.
Charles is not a bad person.
It's tough out there.
Charles is actually a very good opponent. He's a name, but he's not really a risk.
Yeah, I think Charles is a good opponent for him.
I will stay away from the likes of Tony Thompson. Yeah.
With a barge pole.
Yeah. I will stay away.
Even someone like David Price, I'll stay away from.
Yeah, I'll stay away from David Price. Guys that could match you comparatively with size and got I would say, what has shown better technical ability than Joshua's shown.
Yeah.
Because Joshua's shown power and
Yeah.
knockouts. I mean, we ain't seen like a dedicated jab for 3, 4, 5 rounds. We ain't seen good balance, good coordination at a later stage in the fight. Because he's blown everyone out in 1, 2 rounds. So you've got to give him that chance to grow.
Yeah.
So avoid guys that could actually box with him. But the smaller guys in the division, guys around 6'2", yeah, we'll put him with those guys.
Tough, there's not many of them. I'm like I said, I've got a fear factor that the crowd are just not going to accept it. If we blow someone like Kevin Johnson, they're going to be asking for blood next.
If you match Joshua with a name, couple easy fights, a name, couple easy fights, he gets the names, he gets the credibility, but he also gets the rounds with the easy guys.
All right, there you go, guys. This was supposed to be a quick video, but again, we talk too much. What do you think? Anthony Joshua, Kevin Johnson. This fight goes down when? May what?
30th of May.
30th of May, O2 Arena.
O2.
I'm there. Are you there, Brian, as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Trying to be there. Yeah. All right, there you go. What happens, Anthony Joshua? We're going for an Anthony Joshua win. We didn't say how. What do you think, by the way? What are you thinking?
Joshua by stoppage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Late, mid, late?
Late, very late, i.e. 10 ref stoppage.
Joshua going 10 rounds.
I reckon Kevin
If Joshua is fit enough to go 10 rounds, I'll be shocked.
If Kevin Johnson fights his normal style and gets downhearted,
yeah,
he will sit on the ropes, and like I said, Joshua has no fear, and he will let it go. And he will let it go so bad, oh.
It could be painful to watch because he is brutal, isn't he?
No, he is.
He is brutal.
Hey, it was a quick story.
We got time for the story. We ain't got time for the story.
Remember Joshua clipping my chin?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Your leg buckled.
My leg didn't buckle.
Your leg buckled.
Yeah. But I'm telling you now, I'm trying to say, yeah.
You felt it?
I'm telling you, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. Yeah.
Alright, there you go, guys. Anthony Joshua, Kevin Johnson, it goes down. If Anthony Joshua wins, are we going to be asking for something special next? I mean, the names are around, but like Ryan said, we're kind of struggling to find a credible opponent that will satisfy us as the public and will also satisfy Anthony Joshua in his career development. That's what it's about. It's not really about us, it's about his career development in getting to where he needs to get to. Look, this is his, what, 13th fight? Yeah. So we can't be expecting killers on the 14th. But we are going to be, let's be honest. What do you think? Leave your comments below, tell us what you think. Email us, tweet us, subscribe, the usual. Thank you.